All right, here we go with our first video of our nativity. This video is going to be for the base of each of your 9 figures that you're going to make. And we're going to make this one in maize, which is this golden yellow color. So this is going to be, I don't remember which critter person this is. This is one of the fellas, I think, like the shepherd or wise man, wise guy, whatever. But we're going to use our B hook. I don't know if you, there it is. You can see it now. Then we're going to use the B hook. I've got a stitch marker. And I've got my yellow thread. I'm going to stick this in the bowl down there so it doesn't roll around. And this is our pattern that we're going to use. And I have sent this picture in an email to you. So it has 5 rounds. We're going to start with a magic ring, and we're going to do 12 double crochets into that magic ring. So first we start with our magic ring. And in order to do the first one, so the way this pattern is written, the first chain 3, it always counts as the first double crochet here and throughout. So this first chain 3 that we're going to do, that's going to be our first, and this is before we're even finished making the magic circle. So the chains to build up, we got 1, 2, 3. That is our first double crochet, and I'm going to mark that last chain with my stitch marker here so that it's easy to find it. And then we go 12 double crochets into the magic circle, magic ring, miracle ring, MR, Mr. Magic Circle, whatever you want to call him. So there's 2 and 3. The Golden Girls is on in the background. It's one of my favorite things to listen to while I crochet. And so we're just going to make 12 double crochets into this magical circle. Miracle ring, because as my sister says, it's a miracle she can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8. 9. 10. Uh-oh. 11. And 12. And we're just going to count, make sure I got 12. So where our stitch marker is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12. And that's good. So 12 double crochets into the magic ring and join it. So we'll pull our little tail and into that third chain. You might have to take the stitch marker out. I usually do to get into there. There we go. and join. Alright, so pull that guy tight down there. Didn't have to be super tight yet, we'll fix it at the end. But we need to make sure we can still see, tell where we joined into. So this little place right here, because we're going to make the second part of our increase, our first increase, for the next round into the same space that we joined into. So if it helps for you to stick that stitch marker back in there, by all means do so. I'll do that just for this round. So we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and like I said before, this chain 3 counts as the first double crochet of each round. And in this round we are going to increase all the way around, and we're going to end up with 24 at the end. So chain 3, that's our first double crochet, and we're going to go back into the place where we joined for our second, and then we're going to move that stitch marker up, but we're not going to put it into the one we just made. We're going to put it into the top third one, the third chain that we made, to build up. Get on there. Oh my gosh, I've got butterfingers or something today. Alright, so here's the one we just made, and then we're going to put our stitch marker into this third chain, which is our first stitch. So 1 and 2. So that's our first increase for this round. Oh, Blanche is very feisty on this episode today. Alright, and then we're just going to continue to increase all the way around in each stitch. And into the next one we'll increase. And occasionally you'll see that I just kind of go back to make sure that I have increased in every stitch. That's what I just did there. And I gotta go backwards here because I forgot to yarn over. Haha. Double crochet increases all around. We're almost around. should be our last one here. All right, and then we'll count, make sure that we're not crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Yay! So we're going to go back and we're going to join into that. That's this pattern you join after every round. And what you're going to end up with is this cool little pink guy here. Well, it's going to be yellow, not pink. You'll have a pink one. You'll have an orchid pink one and an almond pink one. This one was just a pink one that I made because I needed to test it out, make sure of the numbers of the stitches in each round. But this is what we're aiming for. And so you're probably going to ask about these little, looks like little open spaces here on that. So what that is these are on the right hand side here. Each of these is your chain 3 that's building up to the next round, and this is the first double crochet of the round. So these are the chain 3s, and that causes a little bit of a space. It's not going to be a huge issue in our project because these are either, these are going to be on the bottom, but even with the way the joins are done on the bodies, I can show you that too. These actually will end up going up the back side of our figures, so it's going to be hidden. So the front side of our people are going to look, normal. They're not going to have a weird row of what looks like spaces here. But that's just the way the pattern's written, and we're just going to go with it because it will work out in the end. But back to this guy. I'm going to put my hook back through there. And we're going to join this second round into the third chain, that beginning one. There we go. And we'll do a slip stitch. Don't fall off of it now. Okay. So for row 3, I wrote something down wrong, so I whited it out. Ha ha ha. Can't see it now. What? Chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we'll go ahead and move that stitch marker up. And then in the next stitch, not the one we joined into, but the next stitch, we're going to increase there. So what we've basically done is a double crochet and then an increase. So yarn over, and not here because this is where we joined. We're going to go here. I hope that you're able to see that. So we can actually back this back up if you want, so we can show you for reals. All right, so we join into the top of the third. All right, so where we're going to want to go is on the top of this stitch here. So this little loop here is going to be the next stitch that we make. So chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and we'll mark it, and then we're going to increase into this next stitch here. 1. Alright, and then the rest of our pattern is to double crochet in the next stitch and then increase in the next stitch. So you'll double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase. We're going to do that a total of 12 times because this counts as something like this. The chain 3 was our double crochet, and then we have an increase. And then we're going to do double crochet, increase times 11, which is going to give us 36 stitches at the end of our round. So here we go. 1 stitch into there, and then increase into the next one. Double crochet and then increase in the next one. I absolutely love the Golden Girls. They make me laugh. It doesn't matter. You can have a really crappy day and turn on an episode of the Golden Girls and it makes you giggle. We're almost to the end of round 3. Hooray! Right, we are to the last double crochet and increase. Uh-oh. Oopsie. There we go. Much better. All right, who is ready to count? I know I am. Here we go. I'm going to start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yay! I can count. Alright, so we're going to join there again into that first double crochet, which is the top chain 3. See, we're going to do it again. So for this round, our pattern goes chain 3, double crochet, increase, which translates to, because this is, remember, our beginning double crochet, increase all the way around. We're going to do that 12 times total because this is our double crochet, increase, and we're going to end up with 48 stitches. So I'm going to leave that stitch marker there for a moment. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's our first double crochet, right? And then this way it makes it easier to see which stitch you're going into, because you're not going to go to the one you joined into. You're going to go to the next one. And then I'm just going to take the stitch marker out and set it down. Finish that stitch. Hold that loop with my finger there. Alright, so that was the stitch that we just last did, and I'm going to put my marker right here. This is the last stitch, and this is where I'm going to put my marker. Boom. Alright, so we have 2 double crochets on our round 1 and 2. Now we're going to increase, and then we're going to repeat that double increase, double increase all the way around. So increase. Here we go. And as a peek into the insanity that is my brain, so I think of a beat, like a pattern in my head, which is basically what this is double increase, double increase. Or I go 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You don't have to do that, but it helps my brain to remember where I am without having to say it out loud. Because when even your family, when you're talking to yourself while you're crocheting, they're gonna think you're bat shit crazy. They still love us, but that doesn't mean that we're not nuts. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. See, it works. Scheiße. And we are all the way back around. Sorry if my videos are boring, but yeah, we're just here to make some stuff. Let's do some counting, folks. 5, 6, 7, 48. We made it. All right, and then this is the last. Well, we have to join, but row 5 is the or round 5 is the last of our base. So you can see we're almost there, and all the bases are the same. It doesn't matter if it's the standard figure or the small figure; they're all the same. So they all start with 12 stitches and end with 60 stitches. And matter of fact, all of the people do too. And they're gonna line up nicely at the end of all this. We're going to join right there. All right, so this round we chain 3, double, double, increase, which translates to double, 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 increase, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we're gonna have 60 stitches at the end of the round. So we'll start with our chain 3, which is 1, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and move that. All right, before I move it, I'm going to show you one more time. We're not going to go here. We're going to go into this one for our next stitch, because this is where we joined, and we're going to go into this next stitch here. I'll go ahead and move this. There we go. And we'll yarn over, and we don't go here. We're going to go here. See, this is where we joined, and we're going to go into here. And this is 2 and 3. And 1, 2. We increase in the next one. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. We'll just repeat that all the way around. 1, 2, 3, and increase.